white ignorant bullshit. Where he's talking about, well, white people were slaves too. And it's like, listen, when anyone tries to say white people were slaves, Irish were slaves, they don't care about as far as the slavery of whites or Asians, or Irish. What they are looking to do is to dismiss and belittle black slavery. That's what they're looking to do. And it's this whataboutism, right? It's this me too. Well, me too, I was a slave. And it's like, that is obviously not the same context whatsoever, right? When it came to the treatment of black Americans and how they were treated here during the time of slavery, it is beyond anything anyone else has ever faced. But what they would try to do is try to conflate the two. You were a slave, I were a slave. We were all slaves. And it's like, no, that's not the same thing, right? It's tantamount to, right, they'll scream and cry about 2020, BLM 2020, but when it comes to January 6th, it was a tourist attraction. This is a classic fucking, white supremacist tactic. And they've been using this for quite some time. But where is it? I saw it. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Because Matt Walsh was saying some goofy shit. And he was talking about, well, you didn't debunk anything that I said. And I was like, what? Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. You didn't debunk anything I said. And it's like, it has nothing to do with debunking, because that's what they want to say. It's the same thing when they try to put out like statistics and shit like that. Oh, look at the crime rate. Look at the crime rate. Oh, can you debunk it? And it's like, yo, it has nothing to do with debunking. It has to do with contextualizing, right? And they know this. They know this because when you bring up anything in regards to white individuals, they'll be on it with the quickness. They'll contextualize it with the quickness. Well, that's not true. Because back in, 1964, this is what happened. And it's just, oh, okay. It's like, oh, I see the game you're doing. I see the game you're doing. But Maj called him out. I'm trying to pull it up. He called him out. I was like, yo, what's this goofy shit? And it's what's happening is that what they have done is try to make white people victims. They're trying to use the victim mindset on white people. So they can feel, hey, look at me, I'm a victim, I'm just like them and everyone else. It's like, yo, historically that's inaccurate, right? Historically speaking, and if you don't like it, and it's crazy, if you don't like it, if you call them out, they'll just call you a lefty. Oh, you're a leftist tool. And that's what they called them. And that's the same thing, that's what they've called me half the time. When I call them out on their nonsense, it's that, hey, you're no longer, you're no longer going with the white conservative narrative. Upon you not going with the white conservative narrative, now you're an enemy. And that's why I'm like, I don't listen to a lot of these people. Because look, he says, I don't agree with the reductive take. It's dumb and serves no purpose other than maybe a vague dog whistle and further cements extreme leftist portrayal of conservatives, especially white conservatives. Matt Walsh, you're a leftist tool. And that's what he does, because they'll just name call. They'll just like, oh, you're a leftist tool. But I'm going to argue, Maj, that that's exactly what they are. The majority of the white conservatives are racist, I would say. A good chunk of them. I don't know if it's a majority, but I would argue that a good chunk of them are fucking undercover racists, bro. That's what I would argue. 612, you're on the line. What's a disagreement and tell me why?
Oh my God. I don't even know if it's, well, I know it's a disagreement. I was just trying to get some of your insight on this, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. Candace Owens, the truth about Black America on this brand new channel called DW App Entertainment. Also brought out that other chick, I forgot her name, the one that played on the Star Wars one that was crying all the time. That got taken off with that Disney took her off.
Oh, Gina Carano, or whatever her name was.
Yep, and she's also on there too. But Candace Owens actually got this new station on DW Entertainment, speaking about the racism lies of Black America. Man, my God, I can't wait. I hope you can look that up and check it out. And then just, man, I'm completely disagreeing with it, but I'm pretty sure you can give a better insight because all my friends telling me that I'm completely wrong and I need to agree with it and na, even though my friends are of the lighter complexion side.
I say cut them off, bro. Cut them off. I'm dead
I'm gonna
ass.
let you
Cut
speak
them
about.
off, bro.
Would you look it up, brother?
Because they'll kill you in your sleep, bro.
Oh man, tell me
That's
about
exactly
it.
what they'll do.
Man, I just had to let you know and let you hear about that first because I'm pretty sure you're gonna look it up and you're
Yeah.
gonna say your point. But
Well, I'll
man,
check
I
it out. I
definitely did.
appreciate the call, though. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, no. Let the mofos go, bro. I had this one chick, fine as fuck, but she started talking about, oh, yeah, I think Candace Owens is right in this. Bitch, you gotta go. you gotta go. I'm sorry, you gotta go. You fine. You Christian, everything, right? She wasn't white. But she started talking that goofy shit. I was like, we gotta go. Next, bye. Next, bye. Couldn't do it, bruh. Let them motherfuckers go. They will. Those are the types that will kill you in your sleep, bruh. If you do anything, those are the types that will fucking call the police. Don't allow those people. Anybody who believes that shit, let them kick them out of your life immediately, like fucking ASAP. Yeah, this is the goofy shit fucking Matt Walsh had. 407, you're on the line. What's the disagreement and tell me why?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the Rosita thing.
Yeah, what about it?
I've been following Lucas since the Rosita thing. So I
Yeah,
never
what's the
knew about the
disagreement?
guy. So there's no disagreement. I just wanted to talk and say a few things.
Do you know what today is?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Do you know what today is?
Yeah.
What's today?
Today's Sunday, or about to be Sunday.
About to be Sunday. What's today on the show, though?
Disagreement day.
Okay. And you
Okay.
called in without a disagreement, right?
I know. Okay. I just
So what does that
find
make
it
you?
very. Huh?
So what does that make you?
Bro, I just.
No, answer the
No, but it
question.
just.
What does that make you?
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna pick up. I mean,
What does
it's
that
just like
make you?
I
Now you're
wonder
saying
about it.
you didn't think I was gonna pick up? What does that make you?
I don't know. You tell me.
Makes you a fucking idiot.
I am, but I'm glad you
I
picked
agree.
up. I didn't
I
think
agree.
you
I'm
were gonna
glad we
pick
both
up.
agree. Now get off my line, you fucking idiot. These niggas, man. When will they ever learn? Next. 514, you're on the line. What's the disagreement and tell me why?
Hi, man. I'm from Canada. I'm 19. I've been watching for a while, and it's just I wanted to know like what is your like how do you defend that a lot of black people in America at least appear more violent to than the rest of the population? I don't agree with that, but it's just to white people, that's how it looks.
I don't give a fuck how it looks to white people.
So what do you think? How do you think white like?
Listen to what I just said. I don't give a fuck how it appears to
Yeah.
white people. Why would I?
Okay.
Why do you care?
Well, because it just makes us look bad.
What do you
And
mean makes us look bad?
it's hard to black people like.
Are you from the
It's
States?
hard to.
Wait, are you from the States?
No, I'm from Montreal.
You're from Montreal. You were born and raised in Canada?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Half black, half white.
So you're half black and half white? So you're biracial.
Yeah.
Which one's black and which one's white?
I know. You know already.
Your father's black and your
But
mom's
I
white?
just. Yeah.
What did your father say when you asked him?
You know the. You see, I don't really. He's not in my life. That's that logic. But I just want to know,
Your
like,
father's not in your life?
you go against. No, no, no.
Why not?
I have no idea. I should ask
Did you
him, but
ask your
I don't
mom?
know. He said it's my mom's fault. I know, but I don't know. He just left. But that's not the issue here. Like,
That
look,
is an issue. Why did your
I
father
agree.
leave? Have you tried tracking him down?
No, I don't. I don't care much for that. But look,
You
I
don't
agree
care
with
much
you,
for your
'cause I
father
watched
who birthed you?
Well, you have to move on.
What do you
But
know
look,
about your father,
I
though?
watched Tatum. He's black.
That's all you know about your father, is that he's black.
But that's not Lucas. Sure.
That's all
just-
you know
like, I
about your
wanna
father,
know,
and that
like-
doesn't concern you?
Man, I want to talk to you for real.
I am talking to you for real.
Please.
That doesn't concern you that the only thing you know about your father is black?
No, I know his name and stuff, but
Besides his
you're
name, do you
not
know
gonna
anything
spend
about
your
him? Do you know what he did, what he does for work? Is he alive? What his beliefs were?
Mom said he moved somewhere to Canton, British Columbia, I think, or something like that.
Why did he
Worked,
move?
like customer service, but that's like I have no idea.
You have no idea, so
Truly.
why don't you find out?
Maybe one day.
What do you mean one day?
I'm like, Lucas, I like you a lot, bro. No homo. I like your streams a lot. I like your perspective because it's a good break from typical conservative views. Like,
Yeah, you
so watch
should.
the
But
Hard
your
Splinter
father, you
stuff
should
and
be.
Pete
You should
Tatum.
try to reach out to your father, especially if he's alive. See what mom's is saying, and then double
Okay.
cross it with your father.
I will. Thank you. I'll check it out.
Is she even in contact with
I'll-
him?
No, not at all.
She has no contact. Why? And we don't know why he left.
I have no idea.
And your mom does your mom know why
Right.
he left allegedly?
No.
She doesn't.
I
Know.
don't.
He just magically up and left. So once the baby came, he just up and left.
Well, she said she left. He left the day I was born. So he stayed.
Does
like,
that
we got
sound
into a
right to
fight or
you?
something, But that,
So he stayed with her this whole entire time and then left the day you were born.
well, I asked questions about it before.
Does that make
and
sense to you?
No, she said it was a rocky relationship. Like,
I asked, does
tell,
that
like, it
make
wasn't
sense to
gonna
you?
work
So
out.
he was with her up until the day you were born and left. Does that make sense to you?
yeah, she said they got into a fight. Like there, my mom was angry and she said I'm leaving or something like that.
And who caused
Truly,
the
like,
fight?
I don't like this is like I don't I don't know, but the chat saying cap, but it's true. But I want to know because
Bruh, I want hold up,
Like,
because I think your mom is feeding you lies. That's what it sounds like. It was a rocky relationship to begin with, right? So this probably wasn't
Yeah,
the first
I
fight
could-
that
like,
they experienced. So you're telling me,
I asked questions and yeah.
and she doesn't give you answers.
Yeah, basically it doesn't give me very deep answers.
So what I would try to
But-
do is get in contact with your father.
Why? Like, from your point of view, like why would
Why? Because your
would
mother
Ben
doesn't
say
seem to
that?
be giving you the whole truth. And for all we know, your father
I-
actually wants to be in your life. And your mother has been
Yeah,
preventing
maybe.
it.
But can I ask you about like politics and stuff?
Nah, that's a question
Thank
you
you,
should
though.
ask your
Thank
dad.
you. It's good to hear.
I think your dad could give you a better answer than I could. Is your dad from the States?
Man, no.
He's from Canada as well?
But can I get? Yeah.
Then I'd ask him. Get in contact with your father and holler back at me. Yeah, don't call me. Call your father, bruh. Call your father. Because it's your white mother who's giving you these ideas. You don't even have to tell me. I already know. You don't even have to tell me. I already know. Get in contact with your dad, bruh. Because we saw this before. Remember the white woman who was talking about, well, CRT? What was it? White mother, CRT. Talking about the black kid. This woman. Her biracial son. Remember this woman?
Melissa Riley saw the.
Where this is it.
We didn't have.
This is what he has, bruh. This is what he has at home. Remember I did a video on this? You gotta be careful, bruh. You gotta be careful. If you're gonna get with a non-black woman, you have got to vent these women. You have got to not vent. You got to you got to vet, not vent. You have to vet them, bro. You have to vet them. You got to shake them to make sure any coonery comes out of them. Any fucking racism comes out of them, bro. Got to shake the tree, bro. See if there's any bad fruit. Because the last thing you want is some fucking white woman raising your black son to be a fucking coon Sambo. That is not what you fucking want, all right? That is not what the fuck you want, okay? And that is very much what they will do, all right? Because if they don't know anything, they'll raise them upon how they were taught. And most white people aren't really intimate with as far as with black culture and what black people do. They see many black people through stereotypes and how the media reports on us, which, as you know, when it comes to the media and black people don't go hand in hand. They try to make us look like they're criminals and athletes. That's pretty much it. Criminals and athletes. So be very careful when you get with a non-black woman. And that's not to say there are black women who would raise your son to be a coon. I'm not saying that. But the chances and likelihood of you getting with a black woman that'll raise your child to be a coon are very, very slim margins. Very fucking slim. Just putting that out there. Which, as you know... 614, you're on the line. What's the disagreement and tell me why?
He is making my head explode. He calls white people racist, and every other word out of his mouth is racist towards white people.
When has Lucas ever called all white people racist?
Pardon?
When has Lucas ever called all white people racist?
He just did it tonight.
When did he say that?
Conservative Republicans are all racist.
No, I don't think he said that. I think he said a majority of them.
Oh, well, okay. Let's split hairs now.
Do you think that a majority and all are the same thing?
No.
No, right? So it's not really splitting hairs. Those are differences that need to be acknowledged.
Okay. Why are black people allowed to say nigger, but white people lose their jobs over it? He just said it tonight.
Well, the reason being is, first off, black people don't say the N-word, right? That's why we call it the N-word.
He said it tonight.
No, what
he
black...
He just said nigger tonight.
I would ask that you would refrain from using that word, right?
He just said it.
I'm going to ask that you would refrain from using that word.
Okay.
Now,
but your boss just said the word that you're telling me not to speak.
So what my boss says, right, he doesn't use the hard ER, right? So in black communities, what they refer to each other is nigga, which is very different from the hard ER.
Okay, you need that. Seriously?
Yes.
Okay, educate my little pea brain. Nigga means you're a friend, and so if they drop
well, you're not allowed to say
R,
either or. I mean, technically, you have your First Amendment right, but it's. I would just be careful where you say it around.
I don't say it at all.
Well, you just said it multiple times, and it seemed to flow off your tongue fairly easily.
Oh, good.
So what you're actually doing is kind of proving his point that many Republicans, if not majority of them, are racist.
Okay, so you are calling me a racist because I just called in to say something that he just spoke. That's the problem.
Do you think that's acceptable for you to say the N-word?
There.
Is that a word that you use frequently?
Say that again. Frequently?
Yes. Do you use that word frequently?
Do you know me?
I'm asking you a question. That's why.
Say it again.
Is that a word you use frequently?
No.
Is that a word you find?
I lived 5 years of my life in Africa.
Is that a word that you find acceptable and that you've used around other black people?
No, that's why I called. Because he said it. That's why I called.
Did he use it in a disparaging way?
Yes, he did. What? Are you watching your boss?
I am watching. I miss it every once in a while.
Why don't you go back about 15 minutes and listen to what he says?
You mean he was calling black people the hard ER?
How dare you call me a racist? You have no idea.
Well, ma'am, you seem to be
who
giving off
I
racist.
am.
You seem to be giving off racist vibes. You living in 5 years
what?
in Africa.
Okay, explain to me what. Oh my gosh, what is a racist?
Well, this
vibe?
seems to be the white
You
tears that
are-
Geiger gave, right, and Kim Potter gave, and Kyle Rittenhouse gave, right?
So I'm giving off racist vibes. Am I also? Do you need your little crying corner? Am I upsetting you by my words?
No, not at all. I just think they're very disrespectful towards black people.
Okay. Have you listened to your boss?
I have, but my boss is black though.
So what does that have to do with it?
It means that I find it very unlikely that he would disparage black people.
Oh no, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't
At
disparage
all.
black people?
That's not my point. Goodbye. You're impossible. You're just like the guy. Goodbye.
Wait, how am I impossible? That was interesting. I don't